All right. So this week has been kind of an interesting week for our creators. We've had some bug fixes, little hot fixes, updates, nothing too crazy, just like glitching and people getting into walls, weird stuff. Some of that's fixed. But then they dropped this roadmap on us, which I love. I play, or used to play more often, old school RuneScape, and they do this kind of roadmap thing. I've seen it happen in more games recently, and I love it because as a player, I like the surprise of new things, but I also like to have a general idea of what to look forward to so you don't think they're just sitting in the studio twiddling their thumbs. So anyway, this roadmap is really cool. We'll go through it very briefly, but this month we get Headwinds, which this month is almost over, and it is the 26th today. New matchmaking option for level 40 plus. I think that's nice. 40 plus doesn't take that long to get though, in my opinion, but it should help with some of like the level 1 cheaters and stuff that come in. New minor map condition. This is probably going to be like a cold snap type, if I would imagine. Player project. I don't know what this is, but if you guys have ever played Arena Breakout Infinite, they have an area that you can kind of get a first-person perspective of, and it's just a big, beautiful, laid-out room. You can design the floors, walls, you can organize your trophies, you can upgrade your trophies based on things you get. You got suits of armor to display skins. That's where some of your benches are to, like, make things. But I love this. I love, like, the immersion of it. I would really like to see them do an NBA 2K type thing with like a free roam aspect so that people can kind of go to Speranza and like go sit at the bar and have a drink, or sit at a table and just kind of yap. There's the PvP lobbies, but with it being more PvE based, I think there is kind of the potential for like RP or more friendly raider stuff, which not everybody's going to use, but I think it's cool. February, new map condition, not minor, it's just new map condition, so that's very interesting. I wonder if it's gonna be like a new night raid type thing, or very curious. New arc threat. I don't know what that means. Just like a new wasp, hornet, op type of small arc. And then it looks like they're still continuing with the player project, so this is kind of gonna go on for a little bit. Raider deck. Good. I have all these points. I keep blowing them on stuff in the store just to buy them so I don't stay capped out. I'd like something else to use them on. A map update. I don't think it's a new map, it's just updating a map, so curious though. Expedition window, I've been ready for that, so I'm ready to get into the next one. March, they labeled as Flashpoint, so a new map condition, once again not a minor, so curious to see what that's going to be. Exciting. New arc threat again. I love this, because I think a lot of us are kind of figuring out how to counter most of the arc. So throw another wrench in there. I like that. Keep us on our toes. Player project still. That's good. I like that. I wonder what. So this must be like trophies. This is happy, and then this is, I don't know. Interesting. Let me know what you think, because I love this. I love this player project. If it's just working on characters or Scrappy update in general, I love Scrappy. Love passive stuff. But I know the percentages. If you did the last expedition, some of it seems kind of weird, but that'd be great. I'd love to see a Scrappy update. He's my favorite NPC in the game. And rolling into April final, Riven Tides. There will be a brand new map. Good. That's what we need. I wish it was a little bit sooner than April, but beggars can't be choosers, so I'll take it. New large arc? A new large arc, huh? That's got to be like a Bastion, Rocketeer, Bombardier type, because once again, I'm kind of getting used to most of the big arc. New map condition again, love it. Expedition window. This is exciting. I love seeing this kind of stuff. Yeah, cool. If you haven't seen this post, check it out. Very interesting. And then today we got the actual announcement for Headwinds. Now there was kind of a brief leak early on a trailer. It wasn't endorsed and it got taken down right away, so there was a lot of speculation on if it was fake, but it seemed pretty well edited. But you never know if there's just some random Tom, Dick, or Harry out there that this is making good quality footage like that. But now it's confirmed, so that's good. So they say on the 27th, the Headwinds update arrives, which is tomorrow. As I'm looking at this, today is the 26th. Solo versus squads matchmaking option. So this is the 40 plus. It's now possible to test yourself as a solo in a lobby of squads. You be a hunter, sound assassin. This is interesting. Extra XP is an offer. I don't know. I'd like to think I'm pretty good at PvP. I think a lot of us would like to think that we're pretty good at PvP, but I don't know if I'm running into a stacked squad or even a decent squad. I mean, that's a pretty tall order to fill. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm not opposed. I hope it doesn't split up the matchmaking and jack up queue times, but queue times are pretty good anyway, so it's cool. Trophy display projects. Some raiders have taken arc hunting for sports, know about defense, build your trophy case, progress through levels, unlock valuable items in the process. So this is cool too. This is kind of back to that arena breakout where, you know, once you get so many bastion cells or bombardier cells, or maybe they release like a new gold bastion leg that drops at like a certain chance, that'd be cool. It'd be cool to show some of that off because I've got hole crackers waiting to be shot. I like that. I like how they're trying to expand more on making it an all-encompassing game. I like this. This is a good addition to the game. I think this trophy display project is going to give a lot of people something else to work towards instead of just farming space coins. Bird City. Bird City. Have you noticed more birds hanging around Bird City? Now the ice has melted. These intrepid survivors are stocking up on supplies for their nests. You'll find a lot of valuable loot in chimneys, but watch out for other raiders. Okay. Interesting. So this is the new minor map condition that they were referencing. And then cosmetics. Headwinds also sees the introduction of 2 cosmetic sets suitable for going up against the odds. Sandwalker set. Cool. Not an ultra big skin guy. So my perspective on this is I love it. Between these 2 updates right here, I know it just feels like the devs really care about the game. I know they could be faster to respond on bug issues or, you know, whatever. But when you have hundreds of thousands of people online your game anytime, millions of people on throughout the day, everybody's trying to break the game, I feel like. Or you know, just the percentage of exploit finders is, yeah, it's just tough. It's tough because you know that they love the game. They're putting out roadmaps, let the players aware of what they're working on. They're getting through updates pretty quick. I love it from the devs perspective to just keep us informed, you know. And I come from old school RuneScape where it's kind of like a we pay, we say mentality. I don't know if anybody here played that, but there's aspects of that I like too, that the roadmap is something I like to see games put in, like old school. They allow players to vote on new content. So like if you're going into this, they would put this up for a vote. And if it hits a certain percentage, it passes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't think they should have that. But regardless, I like these updates. These updates are also really nice because they tell you what the update is and a brief summary about it, but they don't tell you like everything about it. You know, I like how they leave some of it out. This is cool though. Love to see these kind of updates.